Let's get all ready.
Oh my gosh.
Strap ourselves in because we have a magical ride coming up.
We've got magician Baldini.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Where?
Yes, that's great. We're
Baldini?
We're very excited to have you on. You were freaking us out off the air.
Can you make him disappear?
Why would you want to do that?
I'm kidding.
Before we get into all this magician, all these tricks or illusions, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we can just go from there.
Sure. I've been doing, actually, my original passion was business, and it still is to this day, and I actually have my MBA in marketing and worked in the corporate world.
You're too smart for our show, I think.
Well, it actually plays well when you're marketing yourself. Marketing yourself as a magician is actually, a lot of other magicians come to me, dude, I need some help marketing myself. So, but I actually got into magic just because I wanted a few tricks I could do on my sales call, like print the business card, which I did for you.
Yes.
And I just kept finding myself going back to the magic store, buying another effect, which led to lectures, which led to conferences. Yes, they have magician conferences.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Can you imagine 350 magicians in a hotel?
Wow.
Yeah,
Nuts.
that'd be wild.
And then the next thing you know, someone's asking how much to hire you, and I'm hire me. I just do this for fun. And then it kind of went from there. Last Christmas, I'm about my 10-year mark in magic now.
Wow.
I did 22 shows at the Ontario Science Centre in their 470-seat auditorium.
How fancy is that?
Very cool.
It's very fancy,
Very
and they got
fancy.
high-tech everything, kind of like your place. 8 million high-density cameras.
That's great.
And then I also teach magic, and I was teaching there about every 5 or 6 weeks a seminar called The Science of Perception. So not only would I teach the magic, but I would explain the science behind it as well.
Very
which is
cool.
what made them very
Wow.
keen.
Very cool.
And then, which is probably a great segue into this clip we were going to show.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I actually about 3 years ago went up to an Indian reserve in northern Quebec. It's just on the east coast of James Bay called Waskaganish, and you fly like these little biplanes, and it bunny hops to about 6 locations, and you're up there completely isolated from the world. And here's white guy coming into the Aboriginal territory. No, but that plays because the government, who's screwing who, and and then I went up there and basically performed 2 shows and also taught them magic. And I had an idea for my filmmaking friends who are here called The Spirit of Magic, which is where I would go up to the reserve, teach them magic and the natural freak-out footage, but also want to understand the spiritual side of their magic, which is not what I do. That's performance magic.
So they were able to teach you some stuff, too.
Well, I mean, I had many conversations and legends and this and that and what they do and what they don't do, and they don't go out in the middle of the water on this day because this happened and a rock there, but I just thought that would be fascinating, but more importantly, it would bring attention to, hey, white guys and Aboriginals can get along, like they're actually good people. So what was interesting, even though there was absolutely nothing around, it's like 150 kilometers in any direction, I'd walk down the street and they'd be like, Chris Angel! Chris Angel!
Chris Angel.
Right? So they're well aware of it. So for them, and you'll see some of it in the footage that we're going to roll, it was just mind-boggling to have a Chris Angel, which I am not. I don't have anywhere near
Well, why don't we do this? Because I know you want...
roll right into it, and then I'm going to do a quick effect that
a couple, not just one.
Well, one here, and then we're doing one after.
yeah.
But this one involves Smarties, and I know you like Smarties.
Okay, why don't we do this, Blue? If you
Okay.
can cue it up, we're going to take a look at this clip, and then we're going to come back for some live magic. It says it all with all the smiles on the kids' faces. That says it all. You don't have to say anything else.
I mean, people say, let's do another David Blaine of Toronto, but it's been done.
Yes.
And Chris Angel's done 5 seasons of it.
That's a great angle you took.
A slightly different angle.
It's beautiful.
The best idea, and that's maybe almost like a sub of the bigger idea, which I have is a concept called the magic touch, and all I would do is go around to cancer wards and old age homes and homeless people and just do magic and put a smile on their face.
They love
it. That's the most rewarding thing about magic.
Very beautiful.
Now let's see you put a smile on our faces. Yeah.
All right, so
there
we're
we
going to
go.
do this really, really quickly here.
Okay.
I have 3 boxes, sealed boxes of Smarties.
Love it.
And Candy, I
I
know you
love
like
it already,
Smarties, 'cause in the pre-interview, you told me,
I know,
like
I'm like,
Smarties.
It's like,
And
no,
I have
it's
it-
part of my magic
Yeah,
trick.
she's like, I said, no. She goes, no. I said, no, you're going to get them on the show. Here we go. All these cards here, you can see that, different, and I'm going to have you say stop anywhere you want.
Okay, stop.
Here, take that card.
Thank you.
Have a look. You can show it to the camera.
Which
to all
camera
your
should I
friends.
show?
I guess any camera
This
that
one?
you can see, but I won't be looking at the camera now.
This
It's
one?
gonna
There
be
you go.
different.
Yeah, that
Hold
one.
up.
Yeah, there you go.
Done.
Got
Okay,
it?
done.
Okay. I'm going to have you put it right here, face down. Excellent. And what we're going to do, cut the cards like this, and again like this. And one more time like this. Now, was this the card? You on that? Can you get on that? The Joker?
No.
You're cute because some people are like, no, like you felt bad. But some people are like, no, you messed up. And they're actually happy. But, it's the wild card. The wild card can become any card. You know that.
Okay.
Put your hand on top of that.
It's It's a little sweaty.
Yeah.
I'm all nervous.
Okay? You got it tight? Watch. You know what this does?
Hey, her boyfriend's in the house. Watch
But
it.
do you know what this does?
Makes it feel good. No.
Boyfriend's in trouble.
Sandy.
Aside from that,
It's changing the card.
no. Absolutely nothing. I just want to rub your hand. Hold tight. Hold tight. Joker, wild card, can become any card under your hand. Turn it over.
What?
That's not even the trick. That's just cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now here we go. Watch. Forget about that. Put your seatbelt on. Here we go. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay.
Now what I want you to do is hold this piece right here. Hold on to it. And we'll take the remaining 3 pieces. And if I can put these back together, we'll know that no switch out occurred because you just saw me rip the 4 pieces. That will fit perfectly like a
have it.
puzzle.
Yeah.
This requires magic dust. No, it's not that stuff from the 60s. It's the real magic dust. And I'm going to take the piece, and if I've managed to do this, we will know that the pieces I just put in my hand have gone back together. But here's another trick in a trick.
Oh,
I know.
Oh,
I can
blows
read your
my mind.
mind. You're
Yeah.
saying...
What the? No.
Now, we'll get back to that in a second, but to the
Okay.
Smarties. We have 3 boxes of Smarties here on the table.
Okay.
Sandy, if you could put your 2 index fingers on 2 boxes of your choice.
Is this my index?
Yeah. 1, 2. Okay, and we'll remove that. Lift your finger off 1 box. Okay. So these are completely sealed. You can take that box away. Go ahead. And I'm going to open this really quickly here. And actually, I'll tell you what. Jay, you hold on to the piece so I can't
Okay.
switch it out or anything. Box number 1. Nothing in there. Please verify.
Yep, empty.
Box number 2. Nothing in there. Please verify. I'm going to take that back from you.
Empty.
Another sealed box right here. Box number 3. Hold up.
No.
Oh, yes, Jerry.
Jerry.
Oh my!
I haven't done it yet.
Look at that.
I haven't done it yet, but here we
There's the
go.
piece.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it off at this point. Here we go. You tell me if that's a perfect fit. Magic.
Wow, look at that. How cool is that?
Real.
And you get the Smarties.
My favorite part.
Here
So,
you go.
Baldini, you did like
Oh my
3 tricks there in
gosh.
one almost. Like, how many tricks?
Here's
Yeah.
a 4th one. Watch this
Wow.
disappear.
I can do that one, man.
No, but I mean, on that point, that's what magicians, are trying to do. Is you take 1 or 2
Wow.
or 3 effects and you build your own routine. And
That's
you'll see in
awesome.
the next one I
That
do,
is just nuts.
in the next session, the next segment.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. There's kind of 2 or 3 tricks involved along the way.
Okay, why don't we do this now? Because
Wow.
let people digest that first trick, because we have
Yeah.
another explosive one coming up. That's going to be fantastic.
I can't get over how the
Involves
card came out of
fire.
the
Involves fire. There you go. So, yeah, like he did like 3 tricks in one.
That
He did
Smarties
There
box
was the
sealed.
Joker to the King.
That's right, yeah.
There was the 3 pieces disappearing.
That's right.
There was that was your magic. You picked the box that it was in. You eliminated the other
Happens to
2.
card
And then
in the
I
Smarties
guess the
put it
last
together.
one that it
So
fits
4.
like a puzzle piece.
So
yeah.
4. That's
That's
great.
Corner
incredible.
restored 3/4 card if you want to get technical.
Okay, so what we're going to do,
Just
we're going to
nuts.
catch our breath.
Yes.
We're gonna
Cecilia.
Now, hold on tight, because we have the best for last. We have trick
I'm
wise.
still getting over
Trick-wise.
the card in the Smarties
Yeah,
box. I'm
this
not
is-
ready
yeah.
for anything more.
This is great. So we want to welcome back magician Baldini.
Yes.
And he's going to
It's good to be
perform.
back.
Yeah, he's going to perform
I feel
another
like I left.
mind-blowing. I don't like to say trick. What's another word? Illusion.
Effect.
Effect.
As
Okay.
a matter of fact, that's a lot of people come from that school in the industry. Like, never refer to for my next trick. Say for my next effect.
There you go. Yeah.
yes.
'cause-
Illusion. Trick implies, which is exactly what magic is, not that you're trying to pull the wool over someone's eyes. Ha ha, you couldn't
Yeah.
figure it out. And that's the biggest challenge magicians face is
Yeah.
diffusing this natural, I need to know. And fortunately, I got I have
So
a
an
lot more
effect.
experience in personality than I do in magic. So I always say, yeah, I've been
Effect, okay.
doing magic for 10 years, but personality my whole life, and that's why I get hired for parties.
Perfect. Let's sit tight and let Baldini do his magic.
Yes.
Perfect.
Short answer, Jay, effect.
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 There you go.
So maybe you want to pull in tight on my hands here, and I'll show you. This is, I'll mix the cards up a little bit. Now, these are called flourishes, that's what magicians call. I like to call it showing off. It really doesn't say much, except that Baldini stays at home a lot and plays with cards, right? But well, that's usually if I were in a bar, I'd jump to a sex line there, but we won't. So here we go, Sandy, and I'm going to use both of you guys, but we'll let Sandy pick the card.
Yeah, Sandy's good at it.
You just say stop anywhere.
It's just so hard to pick a card.
Yeah.
Sandy's good
Well,
at
say
it.
stop.
All right.
What happened?
What?
Say stop.
Stop.
Now she's right back in your face, Baldini. Say stop. Go ahead. Here? Okay. Take that card right there. Have a look. Show it to Jay. Show it to everyone. I will not look at the camera. Show it up to the camera.
Show it to the camera. Okay.
All right.
And you can hold that card. Now, what we have here...
That's a tickle trunk.
Yeah.
Mr. Dress Up.
You have one at home?
It's a Tickle Me Elmo trunk. This... Does anybody know what this is?
No.
Oh, I know what that kind of looks like.
What is that?
It's not what you think.
A little notepad.
It's not what you think, Jay. But we know who does and who doesn't in the room now, don't we? As a matter of fact, I used that exact same idea at a Xerox party with 400 people. I don't know if it was Xerox, but the president, whoever, some corporate guy. And I said, you know what this was? And not only did the president go, and 5 or 6 people, and I go, well, we know who does and who doesn't. It's not that. And if you don't know what we're referring to, Google it.
There you go.
It's what it is, magical thought capturing and imaging paper. Guess what it does?
It captures thoughts.
And images them. Very good. Not just a pretty
You're too
face.
smart, Sandy.
So what you're going to do, you're going to pick up your card.
Yep.
Okay, and you can hold them. Just come close so you can see that's about the same size, right?
Yep.
And what you're going to do is you're going to take a picture in your mind.
Okay.
Okay. And then look here and best paint that picture. Done? Okay,
Done.
good. Now you're going to open your hand. This will not lighten your hand. Just open your hand here, palm up.
Oh my gosh, I got all this ink on my hand.
No, that
Sandy.
wasn't me. And you can just hold on to that. You know, when you close your hand on it, and just keep your hand there in full view so people don't think that perhaps we switch out or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jay, you take that. You know the card as well. This one here is slightly different. It's got every value from the deck of cards represented symbolically. Ace through king and the 4 suits. Your job is to look at the letter, if it were an ace, jack, queen, or king, or a number, if it was a numbered card, and imagine that vanishing. And, of course, with the corresponding suit value.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Done. Now, this is all, I'm going to go all Harry Potter on you right now. All right, here we go. You can drop a pin in here, man. You can also drop a firebomb.
Whoa!
It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities, said Dumbledore. That's my Harry Potter. Now, that's still in there. Can you see in there? That's still in there. We'll come back to that in a second. But first, Sandy, if you could pass me that. Just put it in my hand. And now, this was in your hand the entire time. It's still white. To review, you looked at the card, then you looked at the piece of paper.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Or as Chris Angel would say, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Thank you for getting that. Not everyone does. Here we go. You just see what happened? You think I'm nuts? That's the thing. I am. I hate that about me. I'm okay. Now, if this worked, what is now imaged will be whatever you saw on the card.
Okay.
And I'll open this nice and slow.
Oh,
Where do we want to go? Do you want
no.
to go here? Do you want to get in tight on that?
That's bananas.
Bananas?
Indeed.
That bananas?
That's crazy.
I haven't done it yet.
Holy. I can see it coming through.
What was the card?
Oh my
was it
gosh,
a 3 of diamonds?
Yeah, that's
Can I see the card, Jay?
Heck,
How does that happen?
that?
Oh my, that is bananas.
There you go. Okay, so you can keep that.
That's
now
that's wild.
Well, we're 1/3 of the way there,
Okay.
folks. So put your seatbelt on. This has not left the table.
Okay.
Okay, and that was that big woof. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if this worked, then I guess the 3 and the diamond should be gone. So we'll come over here again and I'll
That's
open this.
just...
I love you because you're like giving me the kudos before I even do it.
Because I know it's going to
Would
happen.
you marry me?
No.
I know your boyfriend's here, but don't worry, I'm gay. I'm not gay.
I've always wanted a gay
Not that
hubby.
there's anything wrong with being gay.
Not that there's
Here we
anything wrong
go.
with
Here
that.
we go. This one's going all over YouTube. There go all my
Oh,
kid
wow.
bookings. 3 is gone and the diamond is gone. Is that correct?
Wow.
That's for you, Jay.
That's wild.
just
Time out, Green
wild.
Bay.
That's
And that's
so cool.
Reservoir Dog reference if you didn't know where
Wow.
that came from.
That
would
is-
mean the 3 and the diamond are in here, in the ashes, if this worked. Right? Because you imaged from your brain onto paper. Nothing
Yeah.
came off. You imagine it vanishing and the 3 and the diamond fell off
Yeah.
of that. There's ashes in here. Wouldn't that be something if a 3 and a diamond were in there? Let's test that.
How does this happen?
Let's see. Are you going to be able to get in right on my hand? On my arm right here. Watch.
What?
Look at that.
What?
How do you?
Oh my gosh! Woo! That is so crazy!
So cool.
I am in the that is so crazy business.
Oh my gosh!
What I do.
That is
But
such a wild trick. That
now again, like I developed that routine, you know, and that was the trick, the effect
Yeah,
that
the
I would
effect.
finish my science center
That
shows
is-
with, and they would stand up and.
Much respect.
that is so
Seriously.
cool. Like that's sort of a. Not only is it an effect, but it's a really creative effect.
I
It's-
kind of weaved it. It's
Yeah.
much like, you know, musicians and magicians. They sound a lot alike, and they
I'm
are a
blown
lot
away.
alike because and artists in general. We're trying to perform to stir up emotion
Yeah.
or positive, you know, vibe or whatever.
That is
and,
just-
you know, it's the same thing when you were making the comment about the way he laid down his chords. I sing
Yeah.
too. I'm 3-chord wonder at a fireplace, but I sing.
Let me ask you this, because I know we only have a couple seconds left, and we have to do something special.
Yes.
But before we let you go, Baldini, I want to ask you, in your own mind, what is the hardest thing becoming a successful magician? Like, what was the hardest thing for you to sort of hone your craft?
Well, I mean, that's a great question, particularly with me, because what I believe to be the hardest thing to become a magician is what I was given in life, which is personality and charisma. And again, so once I got to a certain level with basic mechanics of card effects, it didn't matter because I you heard me cop a whole bunch of funny lines all
Yeah.
the way through. And I know how to approach people. And the comment I get the most is this, he's the kind of guy we want to have at our party anyway. And he does this
And he does
freaky
magic
stuff.
tricks.
Yeah.
Whereas you may see a great magician and someone will say, I want to book, and I say, oh, but I can get my buddy. No. We want you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the short answer is developing a personality if you're not a type A personality. That can be a big challenge.
And that goes so far in promoting yourself.
Definitely.
But just to
Yes.
give you this 30-second thought is that's why learning magic is such an amazing thing because it's a confidence builder. You know, would you like to learn one very, very quickly? Like
I would, but
you
we don't.
Okay, we'll
yeah,
do it
we
off
don't
air.
have
We
to
We'll do it
gotta
off air.
bring you back.
We gotta
We'll
bring
do it
you
off
back
air.
for
We'll
sure.
do it
Yeah,
off
we're
air.
gonna-
Well, I mean, this is my home
Yeah.
life. I've been on Liquid Lunch a
Yeah.
couple times.
What I want to thank Baldini for being in the studio
Thank
today.
you so
Awesome.
much.
Great job.